Good afternoon, everyone. Gabe Velazquez here with you, transparenttradesolutions.com on a Friday. This is 4th of April. Huge volatility. Let's get right into the charts here. We couple of important levels. We did test the uh, August lows, which were the carry trade lows last year. That was one of the things I was looking at. We are starting to put on some long positions here at TTS, nibbling very small positions um, based on sentiment and everything else. Again, speaking of which, I'm going to have a class next week on Wednesday. The link is below. It's about how do we navigate this, what stocks. I'm actually going to show you if you want to attend. I'll be going through some stocks we're looking at. We've already started putting on some trades in some of the stocks. So if you want to attend the class, it's free. Go ahead and hit that link below. So let's really quick review the charts. Clearly volatility. We are sitting at some very critical levels. The VIX hit 45. Is it going to spike to 60? We're at these kind of pivot lows down in here. Obviously, nobody knows where the ultimate bottom is. I think we're getting closer to that. Could we, in fact, trade down another 100? We actually were almost going to hit the circuit breakers today with the S&P at down 6%. We just didn't quite get there. But it was interesting because they tried to rally it off the circuit breakers at 6%, and then the thing popped a little bit. And then, the skittishness going into the weekend took it right back down again. So volatility is, the NASDAQ futures are swinging, 300 points just in the last 15 minutes. This thing swung already 400 points. So that if you're trading futures, even the micro stuff is, the escalation and volatility is creating some huge moves in some of these. So also, the NASDAQ futures, I think may have to test this right here in order for it to maybe bottom out next week. And, wouldn't surprise me if over the weekend there's some kind of negotiations on the tariffs and that type of thing. There's a lot of hand wringing about what's going on right now. So it will be interesting to see. In any event, I still think if you're a long-term investor, you probably want to start nibbling small size here. Obviously, we don't know exactly. On a bigger scale, there's some major levels coming up here, which I'll cover in the class as well. Russell also at some very critical levels here, which we haven't seen in a long time. I think, I think this is a long-term opportunity. If we do not go into recession, this is probably going to be the best trade on the table right here in the small caps. We also know that rates are coming off a little bit because of the safety trade. There's some pretty decent levels around 380 on the 10-year yield, and then the dollar coming back didn't quite get to 100, but it's rallying back hard. The safety trade is back on. It looked like it wasn't, and so on and so forth. And then, as we know, oil just had a monster move this last 3 days after the tariff Wednesday thing. Oil is still just right at a very critical $60 a barrel level. And also interesting was the move in gold and gold shares. This is it. I think gold's probably peaked out for the near term. I think I've been talking about this. The fact that it didn't rally today was really interesting. And now that if it breaks below 3K, I think we're probably headed back down into 2850 or so in gold. So in any event, all right. So again, if you want to join me for the class, also sign up for the newsletter and give me a thumbs up, put some commentary in there, and we will see you next week. Going to be a very interesting week with clearly a lot of just carnage throughout a lot. Even the indexes obviously were down pretty big over the last 3 days, but that doesn't even compare to some of the stocks I mean, like RH down almost 120 points in 2 days. I mean, some of these moves remind me of the financial crisis, and even go back to the tech bubble burst. So, but again, that's creating some really nice opportunities. Again, I'll be going through some of those if you join me for the class. Have a great weekend.